All right, guys, did you hear about the Florida couple who is charged with drowning and unaliving their 6-year-old son? Trigger warning, this is completely shocking. Let's talk about it. So this is Elise Sizemore and Trey Seymour, and this is their 6-year-old Anthony. Now, they are mother and stepfather to Anthony, who drowned in a bathtub earlier in April of this year. They claim that he unalived himself. The mother says that she found him after telling him to go to take a bath because he urinated himself after 20 minutes of playing TikTok and checking on him. And then she has to pry the door open with a fork and finds him face down in the bathtub, that he had unalived himself. However, authorities say that he was unalived after weeks of punishment for stealing a handful of noodles. There's many incriminating texts that were found. One of the ones from the mother says, "I want to put him up for adoption." Apparently, she loved her other kids. Now, the mom and stepdad would apparently offer candy to their other kids to beat him for punishment, but I'll get more into that in a little bit. Now, this right here is important because it says that the mother on April 22nd or 23rd basically used intimidation tactics against one of her other children who saw what Trey, the stepfather, did to Anthony. The couple on March 31st exchanged messages about the victim getting caught stealing a handful of noodles and being put in the cage, escaping them being put back in the cage. On April 1st, Elise, the mother, wrote this: "Bro, I'm gonna end up killing this fat bee. My house is effing dirty cause him. Walls in garage turning effing black. Got marks and S like bro." It gets worse though, because later she sent her husband a video of Anthony locked in a cage saying he can stay in that effing S and rot. And then also, of course, she allegedly expressed a desire to put him up for adoption. Now, even though she used intimidation tactics, or that one child that I told you guys about earlier, luckily the cops were able to reach them. And it says, during the interview, the child disclosed that the victim got in trouble for stealing food. As a result, Trey took the victim in the bathroom to go swimming. Swimming means drowning, and drowning means holding the victim's head underwater. While verbalizing this, the child also motioned with his hand about how Trey held him underwater, stating that Trey kept telling him to go to his room, but he didn't. He watched Trey unalive Anthony. The child also admitted that Elise would direct the child to lock the victim and other children in the bedroom and then reward them with candy if they would beat him up, and that Trey would single out the victim and take him swimming as a form of torture and malicious punishment. So this swimming thing happened often, by the way, as punishment. Now, both of these pieces of crap are indicted for first-degree murder, child abuse, and a slew of other charges.